Alright, so in this video we're checking out the new iFlight Crystal HD antenna set. So this one here is a patch antenna replacement along with some stubby circular polarized antennas here. This set comes here together, I think it's $57, or if you just want to get the patch antenna replacement, it's $45. Pretty similar in what the Lumineer Axie HD antennas do, but those have patch antennas that stick onto the front of the casing on the DJI goggles. And I think that set with the stubbies costs about $79 or $80. So this is fairly cost fairly less than the Lumineer version. But here the antennas are inside the front plate here. And you can see here that the cable can come out either the bottom side or the top side here. So this is injection molded plastic. It's not 3D printed, and it's fairly solid. It's not metal like the original DJI front casing or front plating, but it's should be fine. And then of course it comes in 3 different color versions currently. This is the carbon, and then there's 2 different like sticker versions, or like different sticker cartoon graphics on the front. So yeah, you can get either the patch antenna by itself, or you can get it with the stubbies together. It's what I'm going to do. I have been pretty much just flying the stock antennas. I have occasionally tested some patch antennas. I think the Maple wireless patch antennas I tested, but getting them on and off here is a real hassle, which is why I don't use them, because the stock antennas are generally good enough. But I think the directional patch antennas here built in, and this having to, being like stubbies and low profile, it should be, easy to just keep on here as a permanent installation, and don't have to worry about the antennas being broken off in a bag or something like that, which I am kind of worried about sometimes with these. I do leave these on all the time, so that is a little bit of a danger. So I'm going to test this with the GEP-RC Crocodile Baby, and I'm going to do it on a lower power setting, because on a higher power setting is you have to go really far before you see any differences. So I'm going to do 200 milliwatts, and I'm going to fly these first, the stock antenna first, and then we'll switch this out. Basically just take the 2 screws here, them 2 screws, and then they have some replacement screws as well included. Swap this in. I'm going to use the antennas on the bottom and put the stubbies on the top. And you can do it the other way around. I don't think it really matters too much, but that's what I'm going to do. And we'll do a test first with the stock antennas, and then with the Crystal HD antennas, and see how it goes. And I'll be reading off the bit rate in the narrated flight, and you'll see that in the bottom section of the screen. So you'll see how much of an improvement in the bit rate there is with the patch antenna. Alright, so this is the stock antennas, 200 milliwatts, and I'm mainly going to be watching the bit rate, and I haven't seen any dips yet. I'm heading pretty much straight away from me, and I'm facing that direction. I may have to go down to 25 milliwatts. Let's see how far I can go here. Yeah, it's still at 50 megabits. Absolutely no. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a drop, 44, 39. Right around here. 18, 27. All right, so here we're seeing some red bars, and it's kind of bouncing around 50, 40, 30, 27, 31. I don't feel any loss of control or anything. I'm running the DJI transmitter. 31, so around here it's kind of bouncing around and dropping between around high 20s to 51 or 50 megabits, so I think it has a lot to do with the antenna orientation. We'll have to see how well the patch antennas do in this spot, if it bounces around a lot. I may have to try this test on 25 milliwatts to see really any difference. So let's switch out the antennas and see what the bitrate numbers look like. Okay, so yeah, I went ahead and just swapped it out here right in the field with just use these M2 screws, and it's pretty simple to do. As I said, I was going to attach the patch antennas on the bottom side here, and the stubbies on top. And I gotta tell you, this looks really good. Probably doesn't come out in camera. This replacement faceplate just looks better than stock in my opinion. Kind of wish this wire here was a little bit shorter. Possibly it's longer for reaching the top antenna. But other than that, I like the way it looks. Alright, so I'm going to head out to the same spot over there where it was bouncing around 50 to high 20s, like 27. And so far, no drops whatsoever. Oh, now I'm seeing a little bit of a drop, 49, 44, 39, 41. So it is dropping a bit here, but not as much. Then I saw some like 27s in the 30s in this spot. So let's 41. I saw 31 there, or 33. It's very directional, so I got to make sure I'm pointing up. I think I dropped my head there. That's the thing with the patch antennas. I saw a bit of a dip there. It does seem to be holding a little bit higher, like overall, but I do see the occasional dip. Yeah, definitely holding at 50 and higher overall in terms of averages. But you guys can see the bit rates on the OSD overlay, so you guys can make your own conclusions. I'm kind of circling around here quite a bit here in this file. Let's go a little further. Yeah, I think if I hold my head up, I got to keep remembering to hold my head up and pointing in that direction. I think I moved my head up a little bit too much there. So it looks like it was generally a bit better overall.